Good news for everybody. New Test and Go is going to start next month, but please don't be too glad yet because you gotta listen to the information that I'm going to tell you in this video. Plus, Sandbox also have more choices. And also the last of this video, I'm going to show you my project of the kitchen. If you're interested, please watch this video. สวัสดีค่ะ It's me, Teya Suchira. Today is the day that I think a lot of people are looking forward to hear about the meeting. After CCSA have a meeting with a lot of ministry, Mr. Anutin, Mr. blah blah blah. The news today is quite good, but not the best news. A good news is that they're definitely going to have Test and Go to be back, and it's going to start it on the 1st of February. But the new Test and Go is slightly different and is a little bit complicated. This is what I think. I don't know what you think about it. Well, before I tell you about how is the Test and Go is going to be like, a good news for you guys is that right now Test and Go is welcome for everyone. Everybody from everywhere in the world and also from Mars. You're all welcome to enter Thailand as part of Test and Go. So we don't have any restriction, which country allow, which country is not allowed. You are all allowed if you're interested to come here as Test and Go program. But I guess that if you follow my channel before, you probably have heard that to be part of Test and Go, you got to be fully vaccinated, and then you can check the list of what kind of vaccine you are allowed to come to Thailand. But if it's not in the list, you have to choose the quarantine, and you're going to see the detail in another video. A new Test and Go for this time is not as good as the old Test and Go that is open in November last year. Because new Test and Go, you have to do 2 times of RT-PCR COVID-19 tests. Day 1 when you arrive the country, and also day 5 when you travel anywhere. So the thing is, first day when you arrive Thailand, you got to quarantine and do RT-PCR test at the SHA Plus hotel. And after that, after you get the result of negative COVID-19, you can travel anywhere. You can go to another city, you can across the 2 different provinces. But at day 5, you have to check in, book the hotel on day 5 at any hotel, but it has to be SHA Plus hotel for having the second RT-PCR test. So this is something a little bit complicated. I don't know what they think about it, and I think it's complicated because I understand they want you to have freedom, but also they need you to get the RT-PCR test. So it means that if you apply to come to Thailand as Test and Go, you have to pay 2 tests of RT-PCR test and 2 night of SHA Plus hotel, one at the first arrival date and also on the day 5 when you go anywhere. So it means that when you apply Thailand Pass, you got to show the receipt of RT-PCR test, which is 2 times, and also 2 booking, day 1 and day 5. This is some rough general information. I don't want to just give you a whole detail because, to be honest, I'm not quite confident just because of today they just announced telling us about what is going on, what they talk about it, about Test and Go. But it's still like another 11 days. So I'm afraid that on the way from now until on the 1st of February, I'm afraid that they're going to change again. So I'm afraid to tell you everything. So this is some rough idea that, should I say rough idea? This is an idea that they tell us now, today. Hopefully it's going to be stick like this. I don't like last minute change. This is, nobody love it. So if you are interested to come to Thailand next month as part of Test and Go, this is what you have to wear off. And also, how about if you don't check in at the hotel on the day 5, what is going to happen? Well, they have the system which is called a command center. So they're going to find you and ask you to do check-in at the hotel on the day 5. So this one is going to be a little bit complicated. You may think about, well, it's not quite different from Sandbox, and well, I can tell that is a little bit more option for you. I mean, like coming to Thailand as Sandbox, it means that you got to travel to that area where they allow you to travel. But for test and go, after first of the RT-PCR test, if you are safe from COVID-19, you can go anywhere. But only one complicated thing is that instead of you going to stay at your wife's house, I mean, if you have a family here, come back to Thailand, instead of you going to stay with your family for a whole that long, you have to move. You have to go to find the hotel, which is SHA Plus hotel, wherever you are, to just check in and then do another second RT-PCR test. That is a little bit annoying. Do you think so? But I also understand they just wanted to make sure everything is all safe. Safety for you and safety for Thai people. Do I try to to be nice? I don't know. But this is what I talked with you before, that this is what I guess. They wanted to make it like 2 times of RT-PCR test just because of they still don't trust in Omicron and also new variants of the COVID-19. So I understand about it. And also they're aware of if test and go this time doesn't work, they may get back to quarantine or sandbox. So I think about if I have to choose between sandbox or test and go, well, it's not quite different. I mean, like sandbox right now, I feel like it's quite easy to understand. Then you don't have to move, you don't have to worry about uh, going out, looking for checking in or anything like that. I mean, that is the less headache. I think right now it's a little bit less headache, but you of course you have to stay at the certain place for 7 nights for sandbox. But for test and go, you have more freedom, especially if you love to travel anywhere and also you don't have much time, you would rather travel a lot. You just have to be aware of the hotel that you have to stay. So if you think that you're going to travel anywhere, I don't think it's going to be complicated or annoying for you because of that. If you are like real traveler, you have to travel anywhere. Just only the hotel that you make a booking has to be SHA Plus hotel, which is the qualified for making RT-PCR tests on that kind of stuff. So that is all. So I hope you understand. Both of us understand each other. It's going to be okay. But until everything all like certain quarantine, I think I would do another video explain everything about step by step how to apply test and go, new test and go. So what do you think about it? Are you interested? You want me to do that for you? Please let me know about it. And also another news for you, as I mentioned with you about the new sandbox, you're going to have a new option for you. So it won't be only Phuket, Phang Krabi, and Surat Thani, which is like Got Samui, Got Tao, and Got Phangan. Right now, we do have more at Got Chang or is Got Chang, which is located in Trat. So if you have heard about Got Chang, it's not quite far from Bangkok, and that is quite interesting place to go for a sandbox as well, including Chonburi, of course. Congratulations! So if you're looking forward to do a sandbox in Pattaya, now you can go to Pattaya, and also also Sriracha, Got Si Chang, and Sattahip. So and also in Jomtien Beach. So this is a good news for you, for any of you guys who are looking forward to go back to Pattaya. Because remember, sandbox, it means that you only, similar like test and go, you have to quarantine and wait for the first RT-PCR test, and after that you have freedom to go anywhere in that area. So it's not bad at all. So if you like to get a sandbox, or if you're waiting to come back as part of test and go, you probably have to wait a little bit to make sure everything is all certain, everything is all confirmed, then just book the ticket later. I don't think you should apply everything right now. If I were you, I will probably will wait a little bit, not exactly on the 1st of February and come right away. So just make sure everything is totally confirmed, and then you can just make a booking maybe day 2, day 3 later, and then you can just apply. And they said that this time Thailand Pass is going to take longer. It's going to take shorter time. So hopefully it's going to be like that. So usually it takes like 3 days. Don't want to say 1 day. 3 days if your documents are all completely perfect. So if you're well prepared, and especially if you have vaccine QR code from your country, is going to help a lot. So if you are interested in letting us to make any application for you or make a booking of the hotel, including RT-PCR test, if you don't want to get headache and make sure everything all good, we are here, Stella and our team, just ready here to support you. So if you're interested, you can write email to me, and then we just will help you our best. This is a little bit of information for you, and if you're interested to see my kitchen, you can have a look. I'm going to show you my kitchen. Yes, and then you can have a look behind me. This is the kitchen project, and it's starting to have like floor right now. You can have a look. I got like four pillars right now, and then I think it's going to be like a wall. Oh my god. I'm excited to see the kitchen, and I promise you, I think I'm going to make it like a one video to show you the process of how Thai workers make it as this kind of small building for us in our country. And this is the news that I want to share with you. If any of you have any question about the test and go, please don't ask me yet, because I believe that I'm going to hear more information. Today it is like official news announced, but I think until the Royal Gazette, I would feel more confident to give you more information about this new test and go, and also sandbox as well. For the information today, if you feel like it's useful, please don't forget to share to your friends. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure to subscribe my channel. And I still have many things about my country to share with you. And if you appreciate it with my information, you feel like you want to support my channel, you want to support my kitchen project, you can have a look in the description how to buy me a coffee for paying them. Anyway, I hope you all have a nice day. I will see you next time very soon. For today, สวัสดีค่ะ